This time. Okay, let me turn this off. Everything's going haywire. Okay, listen. So, welcome everybody to the VIP Your Vibe. Woo! Happy thanks and giving. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. This is the aftermath sound. Listen, I probably woke up about maybe 2 hours ago. I had to cook. I went over to my son's house. I cooked over there. And then I was dealing with the children because my other son was asleep because he worked overnight. So I'm dealing with his son, my other grandson. They tasting stuff. The other two, they was out about somewhere. Then we FaceTime and folks and all that good stuff. So it's a lot of FaceTime yesterday too. Um, what else? And then about 7:30, me and my daughter drops me and the baby off, and because I had to watch him as well. But it was so funny, you guys. He slept because he's autistic. He typically take a nap and he up, or he just stay up all night. It just depends on what how he's feeling. I don't know. So I left his little fleece jacket on him, and he got a long shirt under there, and his sweatpants and his socks, honey. And it's kind of cool in California, so I turned the fan on just so he wouldn't get hot, right? Because I wanted him to sleep. I didn't touch him. That baby slept until 6 o'clock. Because my sons took him out to the park and ran them. They ran them at least for a couple of hours. But anyway, yeah, he slept good. So I'm gonna tell my son, you need to take him out more often. Well, that one was asleep, and the other two, the uncles took him out. So, but anyway, um, for those that are new and you don't know what VIP your vibe is, it means to put your vibration in the VIP. That's exactly what it means. You give it, you give your vibe nothing but the best thoughts, best shifts, best energy. That's what it means. I'm not. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with this channel because I'm not putting too much stuff out on here. Um, I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's too many. It's not about the views and the subscribership. I mean, I can advertise boosts. I can give it some bells. I can give the channel some bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? I can go to Fever and whoop 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 whoop. I'm very creative. I can do that. But I don't want to do that. And the reason why is I got too many snatchers and catchers up on YouTube. Too many of them. Too many of them. And I'm not just talking about. We're talking about big folks that I was looking at last year. I was like, nah. I was like, nah, nah. You know what I mean? It's one of them things that happen. You be like, nah, they didn't do that. They wouldn't do that. They don't have to do that. Stuff like that. But I'm seeing a lot, so I'm not putting out. I'm gonna give y'all what I get as far as that, but as far as the slapping and all that and putting out stuff, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, let's get to the point of this video. The point of this video is it's about your spiritual comeback. It's not about the get back. It's about your spiritual comeback, you guys. That's some real shit. I'm going to say it. So with people, we talk about manifesting all the time. And, you see a lot of articles and ads on manifesting. Manifest your life. Okay, so I'm going to keep it right here. So the things they tell you to manifest about, if you think about it, if you assess it and address it enough, if you assess it enough, and you think about it, the shit they telling you to go to classes for and to manifest is shit on the 3D. It's on the earthly realm. It's earthly realm shit. It's not heavenly realm shit. It's earthly realm shit. They telling you to manifest. I'm just gonna put that out there. And whoever sees this video gets it. Take with it what you need with it, and need with it, and weed with it. You understand? And seed with it, okay? And heed with it, okay? All right? Because we talk about the spiritual watchman. These are people. The spiritual watchman is somebody that Father has given. It's in that Bible in the scripture that He has given the eyes to see past things that people can't see. When there's intruders or invaders, do you understand? So check it. So if you look at all the classes, manifest the life you want. Everything they're telling you to manifest is 3D, earthly realm bound. It's fleshly bound. Everything is bound to the flesh, and everything is bound to your senses. Okay, so you can't have no sense, right? So I'm gonna give you a little tip and dip about me, what I manifest, what I think about, and what I shift about, and what I put my energy into is manifesting my divine origins, my memory, because we are all in a coma, so to speak, sleeping beauties or sleepwalkers, however you want to call it. That's exactly what it is. So the dark ones, I had put out a short on my page, and I played corrupt on sight to the dark warriors of light. I was serious about that. Nobody cares about your fighting skills in the physical. That's keeping you bound. That's keeping you a hellhound. Do you understand? I'm going to keep it simple. Okay? Those who get it, baby, get it. All right? Has nothing to do with that. All the hype they got going on out here on these platforms or any platform. It's a lot of hype. Hyping you up. Hiking you up. To get piped up. Okay? It's almost like the Pied Piper when you get to playing that flute. I'm going to tell y'all something. Everybody I meet, I work with the homeless. Everybody, I'm telling you, I document this shit. I document it. I got about 10 or 15 people that I met, and they all have the same story about some type of spell work, about some twin flame, about the parents or the mothers using witchcraft. I bullshit you not. Everybody got the same story. It's becoming like I said, storylines, headlines. Listen. So that's what I manifest. That's what I manifest is my divine origins, because when we ascended, they put a veil of forgetfulness. Okay? So the way I fucking proceed on my journey, this is how I proceed. How you proceed and proceed, that's your business. This is how I do it. I want to unlock that door, my back door of my divine origins. That's what I manifest. I don't think about earthly realm shit. You have to get out of that shift of shit. Because at the end of the day, you're just shifting shit. Because the bottom line, you guys, is we all are going to transformation out of this body bag. This is a body bag. We are nothing but starburst, stardust. Okay? You got to remember, when we transform out of this body bag, right? And we have reached our maturity level where we're going to transform, we got to die. Do you understand? You dying to live. Motherfuckers is living to die. You're dying to live. And you have to know what door to go into. So there's a rim. That's why I talk about the symphony and the frequency. There's a rim. How I'm going to keep you bound? How I'm going to keep you a bound hellhound to this earthly realm? This is what their job is, to keep you bound to the earthly realm. So it's about your spiritual comeback. It's not about the get back, right? It's not about the get back or the look back or the lick back. It's about your spiritual comeback. If you're still on that get back shit, you need to sit back. All right? So I just seen an article on Oprah. She has popped up on the phone. I'm looking, and she talking about she's talking about manifestation. She used the word symphony, which was like, okay. I said, I just used that word symphony. She says it's like a symphony. Is that right, Miss Oprah? Not only that, she's telling people they can buy something and they say these words over and over again, and that's chanting, incantations, of manifesting the life you want. That shit. That's, you have to do your research. That's earthbound, hellbound shit. You don't need to tell. Nobody needs to tell you. Once you know the truth, you should know how to walk your path, govern your path. You should know how to steer on your path. I've been watching lately a lot of about the history of our black folks. You know, we done heard about the slavery trade and all that. You know, we talk about a lot about the racism and the white man and all that stuff. But you know what? That slavery started from our own people, selling our own people. telling and snitching on our own people. And I just been watching it. But anyway, let's get to some other stuff. So my suggestion is to manifest your divine origins. They want you to forget, because each time that we rebirth and die up on this earth realm, you go deeper and deeper into a sleep, and you forget. They want you to forget your divine origins. That's where the power is, people. It's obvious that's where the power is. That's why we have so many obstacles. That's why we have so many problems, pain. That's why you go through so much shit, because they're trying to get you to stay forgetful about your divine origins. It's not about who's the best, who dressed the best, who got the best, who's doing this. Your material status, what I'm saying on this earthly realm, does not identify or get you to your spiritual status. You have to get to the spiritual status. Your material status means nothing. Some people think because they rich or they educated or they gain something or they doing things and on the earthly realm and people love them, they constitute that. They're getting it confused with spiritual. That has nothing to do with anything. A man can win the world and lose his soul all the time, right? Okay, so let's do this. It's like chess pieces. This is what I look at us as, chess pieces, pawns in a game. Okay. You have to think of yourself almost like a chess piece. What is going to be your next move? Okay. Let's see. Let me read something real quick. Okay, it says, now advanced souls have begun to arrive mostly in Egypt. I'm going to read you guys an insert real quick. Their arrivals will be staggered over the coming centuries in their placement strategically. Some such as, this is a name, Jonel and Ethereum will be there for the long haul, while others would arrive barely 100 years before the shift to ascension was due. All will face great hardship. Okay, they're talking about advanced souls. All will face great hardship, and many will be lost. Okay? Yeah, many will be lost. Everybody don't come back. You know, when you look at our people on the streets talking to themselves, or folks that have tipped over and really lost it, some get lost. They do. And that's the funeral right there. That's when the horn is blown. Not when you put your body's put in the ground. When you have a advanced soul that has lost its way because of the hardships that was placed in your way. It's designed that way. It has nothing to do with my personal opinion. Karma. It has nothing to do with that shit. It's there. Everybody has different obstacles and hardships that you have to go through, right? So, okay, and then some would be particularly successful. So many would be lost, but some would be particularly successful. All would be entered into the Ashkosh records as heroes in earth, and humanity would never owe so much to so few. This the final battle for souls, okay, of humanity had begun. All would play their role. All would play their role. But would they be successful? And what of the twin flames? Okay, let's go get into that. Anybody want to know where I'm getting this insert from, you can email me, okay? I won't say it over YouTube. Okay, of all the soul groups to incarnate. Okay, so, and what of the twin flames? Of all the soul groups to incarnate, they held the greatest capacity. The twin flames are warriors. They're light warriors. They're the anchors. They only come in when the advanced souls got lost in the battle. The advanced souls were losing. The advanced souls was dispatched first. Twin flames are only called off the throne when things are thrown. Okay? So the twin flames the twin flames had to incarnate, right? They held the greatest capacity to change the course of human soul evolution. Yet it required their strategically meeting and melding on the physical plane against remarkable odds. Do you say it says remarkable? Twin flames for the vibe to get for the vibe to dive on a twin flame frequency on a symphony is I'm gonna tell you something. It's shit thrown in their way all day. Okay, and timing will be everything. They will be amongst the most hunted. Twin flames are twin flames. It says. Would be the most hunted by the dark side. The most hunted by the dark side. So you can kind of see or know who's a twin flame or not by their life. You can tell. Okay? By the most hunted, okay? By it said the dark side, who would throw everything at them to keep them apart. Okay, to keep them apart. And it's and the things they use is what, you guys? It's the earthly realm shit. Sex, money, you know what I'm saying? Plastic surgery, looks, whatever, education. You know what I'm saying? That's why they put mostly twin flames. That's why most twin flames are broke, living in the ghetto and shit, and homeless and shit. You see what I'm saying? Father sometimes place them like that so they have them from the dark side. I've met so many twin flames on the streets. It's ridiculous. Not on drugs. Okay, one just elevated, got a job, general manager in Denver. She just elevated. I'm telling you now, it's not what you think it is. People think that power couples are twin flames, and they're not. Okay, they're not. Okay, it's backwards. Hunted. Okay, so twin flames are the most hunted. It said the most hunted. All right. To keep them, okay, to keep them apart, to keep them from realizing and manifesting, it says the Christ consciousness. Research that. What is the Christ consciousness? Okay. It's to keep them from manifesting the Christ consciousness within the human collective consciousness. This was the game, and the souls of humanity were the prize. This is a game, and the souls of humanity, it's the prize, you guys. The strategically was in place, and the players had arrived. Okay, you are playing a fucking game with the Dark Warriors. It's a game, trust me. Now it was up to the lords of time to chronicle the unfolding events and to monitor whether Thesis and the collective's plan was conceived over the plan, right? It says Maya Chi and the fallen ones. Time, as they say, will tell. Time will definitely tell, it says. Okay? Time will definitely tell. I want to read that. Nobody speaks the truth when there's something they must have. Let me see. There's one more insert that I want to read for y'all. Okay. So let me read this part. So this is one of their plans. This plan will see him admitted to the circle of sure. Okay, look. I had the best convey the following one's plan to the draconian in person thought Manchai. Telepathically can be intercepted. See, they fuck with your mind, that telepathic. This is how they get to you, is through your thoughts. That's why I tell you, your thoughts will get you caught. That's why I tell you, watch your thoughts. It doesn't matter if a motherfucker slapped the shit out of you. It does not matter if somebody just got you fired from a job. Listen, it's about your spiritual comeback and not to get back. Do you understand? They put those things in place so your ego can take place, okay? And so you can lose the race. Get it? Interpreted, and we have a chance here to steer. They want to steer the souls of humanity into our galaxy with the unwitting help of the fallen ones. Their only interest is to stop human souls. Their only interest, you guys, is to stop us from ascending. That's their only interest. They have no other interest in that. They don't give a shit about your top hat, your cat hat. They don't give a fuck about your gold shoes, your Louis Vuitton. If you the best or you a celebrity, they don't care. Okay? That's why Father said don't store up treasures on earth. He means that shit. Don't store. That means don't fall into their poison. Don't buy their shit. Buy the shit, get rid of the shit, do whatever. I don't know why my phone keep beeping like that. Okay, interest to stop the souls from ascending. That's their only interest. How short-sighted. What if we only did? I'm serious, you guys. My phone was not doing this. What if we not only did that, but constructed an interdimensional portal to funnel them back to our world? If we did this at the end of the cycle when their soul development and energy potential is at their greatest. Motherfuckers. Did you hear that? See, they want to when the cycle's at the end, when when your soul development, right, and energy is at its greatest potential, at its greatest, and if we manage to snare a number, it says snare, snare a number of the incarnating advanced souls in the process. Oh, what a glorious plan. He could almost hear the draconian say. This plan will see him admitted to the circle for sure. Then he would really know power, and perhaps as a circle of, this is where the Friday 13 comes from. Okay. He wants to be entered into the circle. This Dark Lord want to be entered into the circle of the 13. They could finally dethrone the fallen from their lofty position. There was much to do indeed, and he smiled at the thought of Samuel groveling before him, begging for a portion of the energy from the humans. They would control the future, and Alpha Draconians 5,000 years to go till the celestial cycle ends, thought my child. 5,000 years before Gaia will be forced to ascend and place her children at the mercy of their own soul journey. We shall keep them distracted up until their very last moment. You see that distraction? They want to keep you distracted up to your very last moment. Oh, we shall, yes, and in 5,000 years, I shall be in the prime of my age. By then, the prime of my age, patience, my child, patience. You will have your day. You will have your human souls, and you will have the power that you have desperately desired these many millennia. And as the battle cruiser shape shifted into a higher fourth dimensional vibration just below that of the fifth. I'm going to say that again. And as the battle cruiser shape shifted, okay, folks, we talk about shape shift all the time, but they can, battle cruisers can shape into a higher fourth dimensional vibration just below that of the fifth. Machai settled into a deep sleep. He would return to the system called Sao at the end of the cycle to witness the fall of ascension of Earth, to oversee the harvesting of the souls, and to ride the wave of victory all the way home. As he relaxed in his consciousness, he hissed a hiss of deep satisfaction and promptly fell asleep. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the first of the advanced souls have begun to arrive, mostly in Egypt. Their arrivals will be staggered over the coming centuries in their placement strategically. Some, such as John and Ethriel, will be there for the long haul, while others will arrive barely 100 years before the shift to ascension was due. All will face great hardship. Many will be lost. Some are particularly successful. All will be entered into the Ashkas records as heroes. I want to read that again, you guys. And Earth and humanity would never owe so much to a few. This is the final battle for souls of humanity have begun. All will play their role, but would they be successful? And what of the twin flames? All of the soul groups to incarnate. They held the greatest capacity to change the course of human and soul evolution. Yet it required their strategically meeting and melding of the physical plane against remarkable odds. Timing would be everything. They will be almost the most hunted by the dark side, who would throw everything to keep them apart, to keep them from realizing and manifesting the Christ consciousness. This is why I just told you, Christ consciousness. They got y'all manifesting the earth consciousness instead of the Christ consciousness. Okay, so that's it for that. That's all I have to say for that, you guys. So it's about the game of souls, let the truth be told. Okay, they want your soul. They want to keep you sleep, they keep you weak, and you stay sheep. And that's just the bottom line. I'm not too much into details, because details to me is nothing but derails. Get out. That's all details is. You know, you got a lot of us, and I was in that energy at one point. You want to know instead of want to grow. You listen, all that want to know shit, that's another strategic tactic. All that shit don't mean nothing. All they care about is you not ascending, and all you should care about is ascending. Okay? They don't want you to ascend, they want you to bend. All right? So that's it. That's why that song I've been playing, you better think. You better think about it. Think about it. That's it. All these people in these physical bodies that's getting at you, move their asses out the way. They have nothing to do with nothing. They're just there to keep you in a body bag, to keep you fighting on human flesh. It's not about the human flesh, but okay. So I'm gonna say that, and I'm off. You guys have a good time. I gotta see if the mail have ran. Anyway, that's all I have to say to that. You guys, whoever gets this message, get it. It's gonna be very few, because a lot of people you have to wrap your head around it. The only thing you should be thinking about and manifesting in your life is the remembrance of your damn soul, and who the hell you was, your divine origins. That's the key. That's the goal, and that's the goal. That's it. Nothing else. That's it. All that what, when, he, who, why, who did it, did that. No. So I hope somebody gets it. There's always two people who gets it on my channel. Always. They email. It's always, I love it. One or two. Because my job is to stir you up to remember. You have to remember. Everybody is sleeping beauties right now. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female. You're sleeping. You got to be kissed. In order to be kissed, you have to put your mind at it. You have to put your mind right here. But everybody, even in America, celebrities trying to get you to still manifest bullshit to shift the shit. It's nothing but shit. Do you understand? Remember what player you playing with. All right? So you guys have good luck to you. This is VIP, your vibe. This is Alfredo D. So your vibe won't take a dive so you can survive. Have a good day.